Alrighty, here we are. It's game number 1 of our 5 games we have today in the Junior Colts Minor 2024 tournament. We join you here at game number 1 between the Kingston Colts Mills team and the Cornwall River Rats. My name is Jacob Ewing. As pitch number 1's down in the dirt, we'll have ball number 1 to kick off this first at bat. And the team from Cornwall will be starting at the bats here in the top of the first. Second pitch is delivered. That one's also going to be down. And just to the right, so it'll be ball number 2. We'll move to a 2-0 count now. It looks like leading things off for the River Rats is number 34, Colin. And he's got himself a 2-0 count. We have a bunch of Colts teams, and this one is coached by Coach Mills, it looks to be. Next pitch is delivered. That one's going to be inside. We'll move to 3-0 count now, as that'll be ball number 3, and an opportunity to kick things off with a leadoff walk if one more can come through, get a runner on base, and see if they can work with it. So we'll see. We'll await the next pitch in a potential walk scenario. Next one comes in. That one's going to be strike number 1. Finds the top of the zone. Move to 3-1 now. So a leadoff walk for the River Rats would be huge for them. Get a runner on base and try to work with it. Next pitch is delivered. That one's going to catch him actually in the back of the leg. He looks just to walk it off, and he'll take his base over at first. So good scenario there for the River Rats. So we'll see. He'll take first base, and up to bat next will be number 12. Pardon me, no, that will be number 27, Xander, hitting in the 2 slot. He's got a runner to work with over at first base. He's just going to look to advance them. And so we have ball number 1. So we'll go to a 1-0 count now. Next pitch is delivered. That one's going to find the left side of the zone. We'll go 1-1 in the count, as that's number 7 at the dish. That's Jack Payne being the starting pitcher tonight for the Colts, and that's going to be down in the dirt. We'll go ball number 2. Go to 2-1 now. 2-1 count, still trying to find a first out here in the top of the first inning for the Colts. Next one's delivered. That one's going to be down in the dirt, and so we'll take ball number 3. And he's one away from another walk here and putting a runner in scoring position. So runners at second and first. Next pitch is delivered. That one's going to find the zone. Go 2-2 in the count now. Jack's able to find another pitch. We'll go to full count. Next pitch is crucial for Jack. We'll see if he can make something happen. That one's delivered. Swing and a miss. Strike number 3. But it's going to be...
Here we go.
And so we're just going to make sure everyone's on the same page. So that ball was dropped by the back catcher, but we are playing minor league baseball, so runner cannot go run off that one. So runner is out off of the punch out, and that's really Jack's first strikeout of his outing. And so runner will remain at first. And so we are working on this camera issue, folks. We don't have power yet, so my camera can't get any signal, but it is coming, I promise you, so it shouldn't be long. But for now, I got commentary. That one's going to be hit right up the center, right to Jack at the mound. Throw from plate to first is in the glove, and he's called out at first. And so that will be out number 2 of the top of the first inning, as that was Axel, who was able to drive one right to the mound, but a good play there by Jack Payne to get the out at first. And so we'll have 2 down, 1 to go here as the Colts try to end the top of the first inning. That one's going to get through the back catcher. Runner is going to advance to third now. The throw to third is there in time, and the tag is on the runner. And that will do it. 3 outs there as the Colts get the runner out at third. And so that will do it for the top of the first inning. A phenomenal defensive effort there by the Colts. They get a strikeout. They get a play from the plate to first, and then they get the runner going, tagged out at third. And so we'll head to the bottom of the first now, as the Colts will take to the bats for the first time this game. And, well, we'll see what they can do. If they can try to get a lead here, as now they have an opportunity. They didn't allow any runs there in the first inning. So we'll move to the bottom of the first inning just momentarily. It's a beautiful day here at Shannon's Corner Ballpark. We have 2 streams going on right now. We have this one streaming the minor league tournament, and then we have the intermediate tournament also on this channel. with some of the bigger boys. And my buddy Rias is over there commentating and streaming all those games for you guys, so you won't want to miss those. But we have the River Rats taking to the outfield for their first outing on defense in this game. We'll see what they can do. The Colts had a phenomenal job in the top of the first. We'll see what if they can match that here in the bottom of the first, or if the Colts can hit the bats early. So we'll find out who's going to lead things off, and we'll see who's at the dish. It looks to be starting pitcher at the mound here for the River Rats. Looks to be number 27, Xander. And so we'll see if he can match Jack's performance in the top of the first. This back catcher will get ready. We'll get a couple practice pitches in before we get formally underway. So yeah, we'll have 5 games on this channel for you today. I believe all games are going to be streamed here. If you play at Shannon's Corner, it's going to all be streamed. All of them will be streamed most likely, and then we'll have the 2 championship. We'll have a semifinal game, and we'll have a championship game tomorrow, also streamed live here for the Colts Minors 2024 tournament. And so, we'll get a couple more pitches here from the pitcher before we get going. 2 more is officially called from the umpire. Before we get this game ongoing, here the camera is coming, folks, so don't worry about the power too much. We're just waiting on an extension cord before we can, formally get underway. Well, we already are underway, but before we can get any sort of action for you guys. So I do apologize, but it is coming. Hopefully it doesn't take too long and we don't get too deep into this game. So 2 more pitchers are thrown and we're about to go back underway here in the top of the the bottom of the first inning. And so leading things off here for the Colts will be Quinn Simpson, number 25, hitting in leadoff spot. So we'll see what we're going to do. And Xander's first pitch is delivered, and it's poked at and fouled off. So Quinn swinging early in the count, gets contact, but can't find it fair play. That one goes out of play into the fence. One lucky fan's walking away with the ball. And so we'll start this count off 0-1 with a strike. That one's going to be way off the plate, so we'll go 1-1. So that one was away. So one run will score and another one around third. And so that will be a double and 2 RBIs scored. Got a runner at second. We are fixing the camera issue. It should be done just momentarily as we do have power now. So we have some to work with here. So I'm just going to wait till the end of the inning just to figure it out. But 2 runs score, and there's runners at third and second now for the Colts. A great effort for their last couple of batters. Strike number 1 as that one goes through. That one's delivered. Oh, he's going to swing on. That one's going to come down. Will it stay fair? It's called foul ball. Just inches away from being a fair ball. So runners will remain at third and second. And so Xander trying to get out of a pinch here. As that one's delivered. Swing and a miss. And that will be strike number 3. As Xander finds his first strikeout of this game. So Jack Payne will step up to the plate. Pitch the first inning for the Colts. That one's going to be high. We'll go ball number 1. That one's inside. And so that'll be ball number 2. 2-0 count with runners, 2 runners in scoring positions. As Payne just trying to get something on type of contact on the ball. We'll see what he can find. That pitch is in. Payne's going to hit that in play. And that one's going to slip through the third baseman's glove, and no runners. One runner from third is going to go home, and so Jack Payne's going to get himself an RBI single. And the Colts make it a 3-0 game now, as the runner does not advance from second now, as that ball was hit to the third base line. Swing and a miss, and so runners actually going to go from third to and second. Both runners advance, as there's runners at first and second, off the swing and a miss from James. So an 0-1 count. That one's going to be off the plate. We'll go 1-1. As the Colts have been heavy hitting here early on to start the game. And ooh, a great type of James gets a contact on that one, but it's fouled back to the crowd. Just couldn't keep it square. And so that will be another strike against him. He's 1-2 now, an opportunity for a strikeout here if one more can come through. So we'll wait it. Pitch is delivered. That one's going to be high. Runners did not decide to go as that one gets through by the back catcher. And they'll stay at third and second. James an opportunity to pick himself up a couple RBIs if he can drive something through. See if he can just momentarily. Pitch delivered. Ooh, that one's going to go behind him. And runners are looking to go. They're going to decide not to. And so a full count announced from the umpire here with runners in scoring positions. We'll see if James can drive something through or if Xander can find a strikeout. Huge pitch incoming. It's delivered. That one's just high. He'll get a walk, and that will load the bases up for the Colts, who have an opportunity now to drive in some runs if they can find some contact in fair play. Xander delivering the pitch, swing and a miss, fouled back there. As at the plate now is Nick Schneider. Strike 1 is the call. We'll go 1-1. See what Nick can do here with this at-bat. Pitch delivered. Good contact by Nick. He hits that one right up to center field. One run's going to score. And runner's going to advance from second to home. He rounds third, and he's there in time. 5 runs come through for the Colts. They mercy roll the River Rats in the first inning. It's a 5-0 ball game as we'll head to the top of the second in just moments' time. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
No, they're in.
Just leave them, they'll be fine.
Exactly.
Is it yucky? Is it? You want Daddy to give you another bowl?
Like, what the hell is wrong? I don't get it.
Oh, you don't want that one? How about this one? You find a bee? Oh, no. Oh, yeah.
then it's capturing the crowd audio and it's capturing the
So if you're talking, they might hear that.
they might hear like very like even right now, my computer can also take audio, so I'll probably just start doing that, like just talking into the computer, which it might probably won't sound the best, but it'll do something. Yeah? Okay, don't go to...
Don't rush, like, come in or whatever, and then come here for, like,
Yeah.
Does that work?
Yeah, that works. Okay.
On three.
Well, no, tell them to just.
Test. Test. That one's gonna be down in the dirt. And so we joined you guys after a couple innings of technical difficulties, but I think we have something figured out. And so we'll see how this goes. Swing and a miss, gonna be strike number one. Just couldn't find contact on that one. So it's a ones across the board. So we await the next pitch. It's delivered. Swing and a miss. It's just gonna be fouled off. So that will also count if it gets a strike against him. And now, the count getting deeper. I believe it's 1-2 now. Pitch is delivered. That one's going to be hit right up to the second base. Throw to first is there in time, and it's in the glove. Beats the runner. And that will be out number 1 here in the top of the 3rd inning. I believe the score is around 5-0. Could be wrong. We did have a bit of technical difficulty, so I wasn't able to fully update the score. That one's going to be down there. Great cape by the back catcher, though, to make sure that one doesn't slip away from him. So it looks like they're actually going to switch gloves quickly before we get back in underway. So we'll await the next pitch. Pitch delivered. That one's going to be off the bag. So that will be a ball against him. I believe a ball number 1. Move to a 1-0 count. Pitch is next delivered. That one's going to be right down the middle. Able to find the strike zone. 2-1 count for the Colts. The pitch is in. That one's going to be strike number 2. As he's also able to find the plate. And so we'll go 1-2 now. And so an opportunity to find the strikeout here for the Colts. We'll see what they can make happen. And a swing and a miss. Strike number 3 and the first strikeout of the inning. Great way there by the Colts to get 3 down the middle. And so we'll have the first punch out of the outing. And so we'll have 1 down, 2 to go here. In the top of the 3rd, that one's just going to be inside. He takes a tumble back to try to not get hit by that one. So, well, ball number 1 and move to a 1-0 count. 1-0 off the first pitch. That one's just going to be low. And so we'll go 2-0 now. So 2-0 count. Pitch delivered. Just outside. 3-0 called from the umpire. That one's going to be off the plate and it gets away. Runner's going to have a walk right over to first place. And he's going to stay there. So the River Rats start the top of the 3rd here with a runner on. That one's going to be off the plate, so we'll have a 1-0 count to kick off this at-bat with a runner at first. The River Rats just going to look to advance him here. We'll see what they can make happen, though. That pitch is delivered. That one's off the plate. We go 2-0 now. I believe this is Xander at the plate. He pitched the first couple innings for the River Rats. Pitch is delivered. That one's going to get contact right up between first and second. It's going to bobble through the second baseman. And he's out at second as they do get the ball there in time. But nonetheless, that will do it for the inning. The River Rats still unable to convert as we'll head to the bottom of the 3rd. Still the Colts have a demanding lead as they head back to the bats. And we'll see what work they can do from the bats.
So now you have 2, right? Yeah. Is he still wiggling?
Is he pooping on your hand?
You know what? Maybe because there's 2 of them that are really tired. Yeah, maybe they're going for a nap. Yeah, you never know. They're not walking yet.
They're not walking. They're just sleepy. Maybe you should put them for a nap.
They had a long day.
Rory, good stuff.
Oh, that's my bad. Hey, give him that ball.
I guess not. I guess not.
And here we go. Batter's called to the plate, so we'll get the bottom of the third inning underway here. This first pitch is in as there's a new pitcher in for the River Rats. It's number 11 at the dish, Bo. And so that one's just outside. We'll have ball number 1 to kick off this count. 1-0. That one's going to be high. He's going to have to, batter's going to duck to make sure he doesn't get hit with that one. So we'll go 2-0 now. The Colts have a demanding lead, still trying to add to it though. Pitch is delivered. Contact on that one, driven right to the second baseman. It slips through his glove, and that will be a base hit there by Noah Kiley. And just like that, the Colts have a runner at the first bag. As they'll look to try to advance them here now into a scoring position. And hitting in the third slot will be Ben. So we'll see what Ben can do here. He's just going to try to advance the runner over at first. Pitch delivered. Contact. Hit right between first and second. It finds the gap. And it goes, actually, the right fielder slips, and so runners are going to advance to third. We'll see if they're going to send him home. He's going to stay, so runners will stay at first and third in the corners. Great hit there by Ben. Found lots of contact and the gap. And just like that, a runner in a scoring position and a single away from driving in another run. And hitting in the fourth slot will be Will Martin. We'll see what type of contact Will can create here. As the Colts have had back-to-back hits now, that one's going to be high and gets through. Runners are going to decide to go from first to second. And so that's Ben, who will find himself at second base now. Runners, 2 runners in scoring positions at third and second. The Colts just trying to advance him. That one's delivered just high. And Will's not going to decide to swing on that one. Steps back into the box. Squares up. So Bo will head back to the plate here. Bo delivers the pitch. Swung on and fouled back into the crowd.
Good job, Bo. Keep him swinging.
And so Will fouls that one back, and so it will count as a strike against him. 2-1 count called from the ump. And Will, big opportunity to drive in some runs. See what he can make happen. Pitch delivered. Off the plate. Runners decide to stay. And so no worries here by the River Rats outfield, as they had an opportunity to, as that one slipped to the back catcher, but they decided not to go. So we'll go square back up to the plate. Bo delivers the pitch. Will drives that right to the shortstop. He stops it, but runners are all going to get there in time. It looked like he did a little spin there and maybe ran out of time to make the play. And so runners safe at home as Will Martin with a RBI single. But a great play by Rory there at shortstop to will keep the runner at second and no allow, well, not him for advance to a more of a scoring position, but now he's going now as that pitch gets loose, and he'll easily get the second, and Will easily get the second, and I believe that's Ben will easily get over to third. So 2 runners in scoring positions now, and well, another single away from driving in a run is up to the plate now is Graham. Graham hits that one hard out to right field. It's called fair ball, as that one is a beautiful hit way out there. One run's going to score, one's going to come around, and that will be 2 RBIs and a double for Graham as he drives in 2 more runs and makes this ball game 8-0 for the Colts. They've been hitting hard from the bat so far, and well, they're going to continue to do that throughout this ball game. And so this brings up Jack Payne, was the starting pitcher for the Colts in the first inning. And that's strike number 1, so he'll go 0-1 down in the count early on. As he'll get ready for the next pitch. It's delivered. Swing and a miss! As he just fouls that one off as he gets a poke. So runners will not be allowed to advance as that one got loose from the back catcher. Jack now. 0-2 in the count. He's got to be careful. He's got to protect. Bo delivers. Strike 3 is that call. Bo gets the punch out, and Payne will have to go back to the dugout. Huge strikeout there by the River Rats. They needed one to kind of get the ball rolling here, so we'll see if they can work with this. Pitch delivered. Strike 1's the call. He's on a roll now. 4 strikes in a row. Runner's going to advance to third, and they're not going to test him. They're going to let him go. Now, the River Rats. Ooh, that one's inside. That ball's getting loose. Runner decides to stay, though, at third, as he had an opportunity as that ball also got loose. Something the River Rats got to be careful of. A lot of balls have been getting loose from away from them. So they got to be careful. We'll wait the pitch. Delivered. Swung on. Can the River Rats get under it as it's out in the outfield? And that one's going to get down. It will be a foul ball, though. So it's a 1-2 count. And an opportunity to find another strikeout in a row if one more can come through. As we'll await the pitch. Delivered. Way high. Gets through from the back catcher. Runner decides to stay, though. If that was another opportunity to drive in even more runs, but they're still not wanting to test it. So it's James at the plate. Bo delivers off the plate. Good catch by the back catcher, though. I believe this will load up a full count. Huge pitch coming up from Bo. The River Rats would love to find an out here. Big deep breaths from the mound. Trying to visualize finding the strikeout. Bo delivers the pitch. And a swing and a miss finds the strikeout. A beautiful pitch delivered finds the zone. And James with a swing and a miss will have to go back to the dugout. That's back-to-back strikeouts for the River Rats. They're only one more from ending this inning. This brings Nick up to the plate with a runner at third, and he needs a single to drive in another run. First pitch delivered, way off the plate. The runner decides to go home from third. Throw there is not there in time. They'll slide to get home. Colts add to their lead now. And just like that, it's a 9-0 game. I could have missed a couple runs there as we were in a technical difficulty phase early on in this game, but nonetheless. So now Nick at the plate. No runners in any bags for himself. Here in the bottom third. Pitch delivered, swung on, and missed. Strike number 1. As we'll move to a 1-1 count. Next pitch delivered. It's high, but it's swung on and missed. Nick decides to take a hack at it, so now he's got to be careful. He's 1-2. One pitch away from finding the strikeout and ending the inning. But Wiz will see if he can deliver that pitch, though. Delivered. Right down the middle. Finds the punch out. That will do it. 3 strikeouts does it for Bo at the mound. The Colts do some damage. But the River Rats able to hold off just a little bit, so we'll head to the top of the 4th now. An opportunity for the River Rats to hit the bats and try to do some damage. We'll see what they can do. We'll be back in just moments time for the top of the 4th inning. You won't want to miss it.
Here we go.
And so here we go. We head to the top of the 4th with the River Rats at the plate. That will be strike number 1. So that one just finds the outside corner. So we kick off this count 0-1. Just leading things off for the River Rats. Here in the top of the 4th will be number 15. That's Axel. The plate, we'll see what type of damage Axel can do. And at the mound for the Colts is Graham Carter. We'll see what Graham can do here. He pitched last inning, did phenomenal. That one's fouled off by Axel, takes a chop at it. So that will be his second strike nonetheless, though. So he's got to be careful now.
Big hit, buddy, big hit.
Pitch delivered. Oh, that one's going to be fouled off. And so he'll stay in it. Good way to protect there by Axel. He's not afraid to swing that bat, which is going to make him super successful. We'll await the next pitch. Delivered. And that one's going to be fair play. He finds that gap between 3rd and 2nd. Beautiful base hit by Axel. He's going to decide to stay at 1. And that's a great start to things for the River Rats. Able to get to first base. And we'll see if they can work with this now. It's up to back after him will be number 17. That one's off the plate. Kick off this count 1-0. Next pitch is delivered. That one's going to be off the plate.
Good job, buddy.
And so we'll go to this count 2-0 now. Just trying to advance the runner on first. That one's still in the middle. Gets chopped down. It won't stay fair, though. So that will be a strike against him. Got a bit of contact, though. Just trying to find some type of contact and square it up here. The River Rats would love to try to drive something in. Next pitch delivered. Contact. That one will be played fair as it was going foul. And out at second as they get the throw there in time. So a good play and call by the Colts as that ball was going to spin foul. They pick it up, throw it off to second, get the out there. And so it'll be 1 down, 2 to go with a runner on first. And next up in the will be number 11, Bo, who pitched the last inning and did a phenomenal job. Found 3 strikeouts. Strike number 1 against him, though, at the plate here. And he's 0-1 to kick off this count. Next pitch, we wait on it. Delivered. Bo gets contact on it, but fouls it back. So he starts this count off 1-1. Dix is delivered. He's can get contact on, but he fouls that one off as well. So we'll go 1-2 now, and a chance to find the strikeout if one more can come through. I believe time is called. He's going to step out of the box, wipe his eye, maybe some dust in it. He'll step back in. If Graham could find one more to find a strikeout, it'd be huge. There it is. Gets the punch out as that one finds the far corner. Just like that, we'll have 2 down, 1 to go with a runner at first for the River Rats. And up next in the order will be number 20, Rory. We'll see what type of damage Rory can do. Graham delivers. That one's contact right up to third base, and it gets past the third baseman. And runners will go to third, second, and first. And just like that, runner in a scoring position now and 2 on base. And up next in the order will be number 9, Max. We'll see what Max can do. This is huge for the River Rats. And we'll see. They have an opportunity now to drive in even more runs. This is delivered. Swing on and miss, though. Strike number 1. 0-1 to kick off this count. They are 2 out, so they have to be careful here. 1 more would end the inning and send us to bottom 4. Pitch delivered. That one's off the plate, though. Runners are going to advance to third and second. And they'll be safe and sound. And just like that, 2 runners in scoring positions. And an opportunity for them to drive in some runs. All they need is a single. Ooh, that one will just be fouled back as Max couldn't square it up. But he's right there. He's 1-2 now. Graham, 1 strike away from ending the inning. We'll see if they can make it happen or if the River Rats can drive something in. Pitch delivered by Graham. And a good protection. Foul off there by Max, not taking any chances. That will keep him in this at-bat. Still stay 1-2. Still 1 away, though, from finding the strikeout. We'll see what happens. Graham delivers. There it is, right down the middle. Finds strike number 3, and that will do it for the inning. The River Rats get runners at third and second, but aren't able to finish the job and drive them home. And just like that, we'll head to the bottom of the 4th. And so we'll head to the bottom of the 4th just momentarily as the River Rats will take out to the outfield. And Bo takes back to the mound as he tries to pitch another phenomenal inning.
Are we supposed to play it or not? No? The 5th tiebreaker is offense, but what are the chances?
And that will do it, actually. They're going to say that's the game, as I believe it's due to the mercy rule of only allowing to score 5 runs. I believe the Colts are up by 11. And so that will do it. The Colts Mills teams wins their first game of the tournament here early on in the day. I'm sure we'll see them here later as the River Rats. Well, I'm also sure we'll see here later back on the stream. But that will do it. The Colts win this one by a large margin of at least 10 runs. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been Jacob Ewing. We have games here all day here for the Minor Colts tournament, and we have the Intermediate tournament live on the other stream. You won't want to miss it. We'll see, I believe, potentially MVPs here before we wrap things up. So everyone's going to line up momentarily, and we'll see who's going to win the MVP for these two games before we conclude and wrap things up. And it looks to be number 20, Rory, winning the MVP for the River Rats, and he'll take something home. And we'll see who will get it on the side of the Colts. So it looks to be number 7, Jack Payne, who was the starting pitcher for the Colts in this game. And so that will do it. We'll have more of the minor league Colts tournament later in just actually probably about a half an hour, not even that much time. But this one, that will conclude this one. The Colts win it by a large margin. I had 9-0. It could have been more, though. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I've been Jacob Ewing. Thank you for watching. Subscribe and hit that notification bell to catch all your tournament action, or all your even Kingston Colts action, or KBA. We have tons of tournaments and baseball action on right now.